Hello you guys. I wanted to create another Sassy Masha vlog, and in this video we can talk about different topics. I actually have a list of things that I want to go over with you today and tell you about. It is a Friday after 6 p.m. even though it's so light outside. I actually have never made a video, I think, that early in my life. I've always created videos like after at least 9 p.m. maybe. Most of the time it's after 12 a.m. and just during the night. So please pardon all the different sounds. I'll try to cut out some of the sounds that will be too harsh, but please forgive me for the rest of them. I just really felt like hanging with you, if that's okay. And I'm having some wine. I've had a little bit already, but not too much, I promise you. I really love the wine Riesling, and I put ice in it so the glass is very chilled. I like Riesling dry, but sometimes maybe medium sweet. I am in no way pro drinking a lot or using drugs in any way, but I think that on Friday night after a long week it's kind of a good thing, you know. It's relaxing, and I'm not like going out or partying or anything. I'm just relaxing with you, so I hope that you like it. In Sassy Masha vlogs, I usually am very relaxed and just being myself, and I hope that you enjoy that. Sometimes for a change I will be cutting out some sounds for sure. I already hear them because I'm a perfectionist. It's very hard for me. Okay, so as far as the list, I actually have a binder, and this is the next video, which is now the Sassy Masha video, and I have a little notes for myself and topics that I definitely want to talk to you about today. And well, I've created this binder. I put notes on top of things that are important, and I have things like interview questions and answers to certain topics. I have a lot of them. I usually go through a lot of forums about ASMR and just read opinions of people, and I like to use the highlights of their sentences in my interviews as well, because I feel like that represents the most wide opinion about ASMR. So I usually prepare myself for that. Then I have personal things where I write for myself and examine my life and see things as they happen to me and progress. And it's hard to explain, but it's just more personal growth page. Then I have my taxes that we're not going to look at. It's boring. Then I have past videos, scenarios, and I'll do a more close-up look through maybe one day. Okay. Then I have a list of videos that are in works and projects that, again, I'm going to be working on soon, and I hope they will come out soon. You can see one of them right there. And I'm working on it, and I'm gathering different papers, so I create like a little folder for it. And then we have Sassy Masha. Alright, so I'll just go through my list. And the first topic we have here is citizenship. So I wanted to tell you about that. I said it on Facebook a few weeks back, but for a while I've been trying to get a US citizenship, and I did. Ooh. And this is my folder for my naturalization certificate, and that was such an amazing day for me. Oh my god. When we were doing the oath, and Obama was saying his speech, and he was saying how imagine other people wanting to be in your place, and you know, you are just like the rest of immigrants who have ever came to the United States are now a huge part of it, and I started crying. And it was so quiet in the room, and it was like that. Oh, it was nice though. I liked it. It was an amazing experience. So now I have 2 citizenships. Well, it's not considered a dual citizenship, but I'm allowed to keep both passports. So in August or summertime, around August, I'm going to Russia, and I'm going to fly there as a Russian citizen, and I'm going to fly back to America as an American citizen. How wonderful. So that's very exciting to me, and that is something that I wanted to get for a long time, because I always was, even though you have a green card here, you still don't have all the I feel like you're still scared of getting deported for one reason or the other, even though your whole life is attached to this place now. So the next topic we have is crystals, and I'm sure you already noticed in the background I have a few crystals there and there, and that's my cluster crystals shelf. I do have little rocks as well that I keep just for personal use. I'm going to wait for airplane to pass. Okay, I think it's passed. So as far as crystals, I'll show you just one up close if you don't mind. I really enjoy presence of crystals in my life, and maybe it's a weird thing, maybe it's not. To me, I don't know what it is, but I have such a pull towards it. I've been going, and that's actually my next topic as well. That's my visions on life. I've been going through a lot of discovery, like self-discovery, lately, and I've been going through a lot of growing before that too. But now it's more in depth, and it's. I also found out that I'm an empath. I'm guessing, and it's actually one of the things that attract us is talking to animals, hugging trees, and enjoying plants, for example, or any type of life, as if it was a piece of art. Like you have an actual connection with it, and you can help it but have feelings towards it, and it's very weird. But I've been feeling it more and more, and I've allowed myself to discover that, and just to be okay with it. And so crystals is one of the things that attract me in the strongest ways, and I'm still growing. I don't know why exactly, but I like to surround myself with them. So sometimes in the future I would love to make a crystal shop for you, where I show you all my crystals and talk about them. Now, as far as visions of life, I actually had a few things that I wanted to create a video on as well, maybe in the future. And it could even be relaxing. Let me find that hand. realizing lately that I've been trying to fight and resist to the things that happen in my life, and I'm trying to fight them and instead of accepting them. Okay, it's called resisting the flow. And I've been reading a lot about it, and I've been meditating and going to different seminars that talk about things like that, and I have different thoughts that came to my head while going through this learning experience, and I would love to tell you about them sometime in the future. So let's just look at one of them. So for example, I had one day real inspiration, really like spiritual inspiration, and I just started writing everything that was happening in my head and everything that would come to me. So for example, one of them is just to read you a sentence. Flow of life is like a bus. You sit in the bus watching out of the window onto the beautiful things around you. Bus driver makes stops and lets some people in for a few stops. Others stick around until the final stop. But only the driver decides where to turn, where to go, and you need just to be thankful to see things through the window that others don't see. So things like that, and it's very, very wonderful. So I've started to see people as little fuzzy, warm shapes. I don't know how to explain it, but I've realized different. How do I voice myself out? I have noticed that my connection with humans is much lighter now. Now that I'm accepting myself more and more, I've realized that I see all the humans as children, and I see them all warm and fuzzy, and that's just how I see them. And I see them as children that are trying their best at all times, and that's all I see. And I can sense their feelings and attitudes. I'm not saying that I'm anything. I'm not a healer, nothing like that. I'm just letting myself experience that through the connection with others and focus on where I am at that time, where it takes me, how I feel, what are my thoughts, what are my feelings in the situation, and it's been very exciting and I love it. So I hope that you don't judge me for that, because I am still an Orthodox Christian. I still go to church. I still pray to God. I still I still celebrate all the religious holidays. I'm a Christian, but I like to keep an open mind and have a larger awareness of my existence than what simple certain categories put me into. Now the next topic I wanted to talk to you a little bit about is bullying. And you might have noticed that recently Miss Springbok made a video where basically she expressed of how hard it was for her to be a creator in our community, how much fighting, and not fighting, but how much you as a viewers don't see that's happening behind the scenes, and I fully support her in that. I've had a pleasure to talk to her a few times, and we seem to be very similar in certain areas and have similar experiences in life, and it was wonderful to learn about her. Unfortunately, again, she just needed to take a break, and I just wanted to tell you that as an artist, we get so much behind the scenes that nobody sees, and you have to really find a lot of inner strength to push forward, because I'm just like you, and we are just like you. You're watching this video right now, and there's no difference if I was behind the screen and you were here. Absolutely zero difference. So our message was that if you want to see genuine, real people creating content for you and being kind and caring towards you, all we ask you is just to be treated that way. So what you want to see is how you need to act towards us, I guess. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right. But just be patient with us, because we really are doing our best. I promise you, we all are. Okay. And at the same time, I want to thank you, all of the supporters, because there are more of you than the other kind. Which again, we still need both sides. I understand it. You need to be pushed to grow, to strengthen your beliefs, your feelings, just to get your power back. But it gets very hard sometimes when you have inner struggles already. So thank you to those that understand it and see us just as other humans. There's no difference at all. Not one difference. Okay. So I hope I'm not going too far with this. Okay. So the next topic is a little sillier, not as deep, and that is pink. Sorry, I just call it pink because I love pink. As of lately, I don't know what happened, but about a month or two ago, I just have started to get everything pink. And if you like my, I'm sorry, I keep laughing. If you like my nail polish in this video like this, oh, and my ring too, I'll put links to this ring. It's beautiful. It makes a little sound when you move your finger. So this nail polish is Miracle Gel Without the Light by Sally Hansen, and it is 400 smart teas. It looks like this, and I don't know why, but I'm really into pink stuff, like big time. I forgot to bring my phone, sorry. And it's pink too, and it's just been a very weird thing for me, because I used to never like pink. I barely had any clothes that's pink, but now I'm very into it, like light pinks, although different types. Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. Alright, so I've cut off my video previously because of the sound, and you can hear it very often during my videos, and a lot of you always complain about it, and I have nothing that I can do about it because it's an unit for my neighbors upstairs, and the way my condominium is built is that their pipe from the AC unit and the heater runs through my ceiling and then goes back up into their unit, so you can hear their unit working at all times. My unit, heating unit and AC unit, is turned off at all times when I create videos, but when there's kick on, I can't go to my neighbors and tell them to turn it off. So sometimes I have to wait for hours. Like right now it's been 40 minutes, I think. About 40 minutes I've waited to start the video again, and it wouldn't turn off. So I just feel like I'll just continue with the video if you don't mind. I really try to fight these things, and I have a certain studio that I've built in my second bedroom that I might show you one day. I had to block myself out from everything and sit in this little room with no air just so you don't hear this, because it's so annoying and I know it, and I work with you to stop it. Anyway, that's actually another thing. I will try to be moving sometime soon. I'm gonna try to sell my condo, and I'll tell you a secret. I have to live through a lot of things when I'm in my condo. Like today, I got flooded by my neighbors. Same with the unit, and you can see, if I move the camera a little bit, right there you see the pots and the hole in the ceiling. Yes, that's sorry. That is unfortunately what I live with every day, and I'll share it with you, but I hope you won't use it against me in any way. But after my marriage, I was left with a condo, even though I couldn't afford it, but I was tricked into signing it, as I said before. And I owe pretty much 2 times more than what I can sell my condo for. And I can't leave until I pay it off. So I've saved up some money now so I can move on. And I've been trying to renew and remodel as much as I can. And I did it. Me and my boyfriend, we do everything by hand. We literally don't hire anyone. We do everything. We learn how to paint walls, how to finish up the bathtub. We finish the bathtub. How to fix up the floors, how to change the sinks, how to do recessed lighting, so we can save up money on it, so I don't end up being with a lot of debt extra after I leave this place. So as soon as we're done with all of the changes, I would love for us to move and to try and sell this place, because things like this, the floodings happen pretty much every month, and it's very stressful, but at the same time it taught me a lot, so I'm trying to keep a positive attitude towards it, and I think the wine is kicking in. But anyway, that is one of my plans in the future, so I'll keep up with updates about that. And probably on the time when I move, I probably will be absent for at least a month or so, if I can sell it. If I can't sell it, then I might try to have to rent it out, and I don't want to do it. So I'll try to sell it and then pay off a huge chunk of, basically most of my savings, towards the debt, to pay it off, so I can just move away from here. And I'll tell you the secret too. I live very close to my ex-husband's family and friends, because that's where we bought the place on purpose. It was one of my punishments, is to stay with a condo, and again, it was a great lesson for me, so I never take it lightly. I take it as a growing experience, as a lesson for me. But I see all the people from my past life like on daily basis, and it's not a pleasant experience to be shamed into just being happy and doing what you want. But that's why I'm trying to just change the areas as soon as I can, So I've been trying to really work up to it. So I hope you stay with me, and thank you for all the love and attention and all the wishes and all the support. It really, really means a lot. I hope I wasn't too open. I mean, I was, but not in a bad way. In this video, it's just something I felt like I needed to talk to you and just tell you everything that is truly me, and hopefully it won't cost me a lot of subscribers being unsubscribed. Obviously, this is not all the videos I'm gonna ever make much. Most of the time I really concentrate on making videos for you directly that will be directly pleasant to your viewing, but from time to time I would love to connect with you more and just share my life with you and tell you how things are, whether they're good or not, and I hope that it's okay. I don't do it often, but I usually nail I usually nail it. If that's a sentence. So I hear my bird chirping outside, so I'm gonna go check it out. Thank you so much for your attention and your time. Good night.